baby. It's time for TNA on Insiders Pro Wrestling. TNA, TNA, TNA. 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 Are we ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
He is going fine. His yesterday, he is, and I don't know what the time went by. Just the evening by.
Hi. You can't hear me?
Just fine. Be something. Just what was there?
I gotta admit, it's a little weird being on this other side of the camera right now. Give me a couple weeks, I'll be all right. Ooh. Yep, max headroom. Jeff is a whiz. He'll figure this out in a minute. Has everybody been keeping up with the World Cup stuff? I'm not much of a soccer fan, but I gotta admit, watching everybody come over here and party it up and have a good time and America putting their best foot forward, I'm on it.
All right. Can anybody hear me? Is that any better?
100% better.
Really? 100% better? Really?
Yeah, you were max headroom in it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hello, Derek.
let's try not to do that again. All right. How's that, folks? Much better? All right. Well, hello. I don't know why that did that, but hold on.
Blame it on me. It's the new kid's fault.
Nah. It's just
Why is that?
this is crazy. How is this now? Does this go? Is this okay? All right. All right. How's this? I'm killing you. Okay, well, Hi,
Chris.
I'm gonna be nice. Can anyone hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I apologize for my audio issues. I don't know what's going on. Everything was fine. Don't know what happened.
I told you,
So
blame me.
it is what it is. Hello everyone. If I sound off, I won't give you any advice right now because the mood I'm in right now, it wouldn't be good advice. But hello everyone. Thank you all for joining us this week. As I was saying before, Deanna is joining us. She's going to be joining us throughout the week for different shows from time to time. So, Deanna, are you excited to get started this evening?
Yes, actually.
Good. Well, before we start talking about TNA, I want to kind of set up what our schedule is for the next little bit. So our schedule is as follows. Sunday, Slammiversary is starting like crazy early. So come join us for that. Between the ropes. Gonna do it a little bit earlier, 5:15. That should give you time to come check us out. But then also, Conrad has his show on Monday evenings, so you can go check out Conrad as soon as you get done with us. The quick count. We're just gonna do like a quick little social media scavenger hunt type deal, find out what rumors and news are out there leading up through the week and going into the weekend, and then we'll be back here again on next Thursday. So yeah, we're busy, we're ramping back up. So buckle up, folks. About to get fun. So we ready to go?
Yep.
All right.
Let's see what kind of shenanigans they can get into this week.
You said what now?
I said, let's see what the shenanigans are this week.
Oh yeah. You know they'll get into some type of shenanigans, but
of course.
All right. So that's this week's schedule. I don't want that up just yet. But what I do want is this. Last week's results. So just in case you didn't get a chance to watch last week's show, Mike Santana, Nick Nemeth, and KC Navarro defeated Mustafa Ali in the Great Hands. Ricky Sosa was a winner. Indy Hartwell won her match. Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and Bear Bronson, the System, defeated Moose and the Hardys. So that's what we got for last week. And I feel like this week, especially with this being the go home show for Slammiversary, I feel like this is going to be really good. They typically do a great job with go home shows. And listen, before we keep going, we have to address several elephants in the room when it comes to some of the recent decisions that TNA has made. I will say that as more news comes out, I am more and more convinced that a lot of times the news that comes out just is not accurate and or it's misleading. I won't tell you which side to go on. That's for your own research. But when it comes to me, I've learned a lot over the last little bit when it comes to reporting. So but I'm just, I don't know. I just really I'll just say I learned a lot. But what do you think, Deanna?
I really like Tommy Dreamer, but if it's going to propel the company forward, then maybe a change is worth it. However, without the right person in play, the stories are going to be stagnated all over the place. Because Tommy knew the stories. He knows what he wants. And you have it there. And then letting Callahan go, like him or hating, as a performer, as a booker, he's running his company real well. The matches are great. He's into storytelling. I think if they're just trying to do a fill-in period, why not give Callahan the go?
Yeah.
You want to shake it up? Let's go.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that so many different stories came out over the last several days about several people involved with that whole situation. And all I'll say is this: we don't always know what's going on. We think we know, we think we're informed, and we think that because we watch people on whatever, it's just like, oh, we know everything. That's not the case. Like we don't know everything. But what I will say is be careful where you get your information from. Like, be very careful, because I've seen people take some big leaps and take some strong stands, and eventually they're probably gonna have to come back to reality and maybe make amends in a couple of different ways, but we'll see. Yeah, and I also wanted to bring that up too. Thank you, Brandon. Sending thoughts and prayers and love to Joe Doring and his family. I'm not sure how many of you know Joe Doring, but if you've been around here for a while, you know that Joe Doring has been one of our favorites involved with TNA Impact, and he's not doing well. I think he's in hospice care now. So keep him, his family, all of his friends, all of his fans in your thoughts and prayers, and send them all well wishes, because heck of a wrestler, tough guy, just really awesome. But yeah, definitely want to send our best to him. Deanna, you have any thoughts about Big Joe that you want to share?
He's a heck of a performer, and I hate that he's got to go through all this. I feel bad for his family, his friends, everybody, but, you know, keep him in our thoughts, keep him in our prayers, and, you know, they've got to lift him up, and it'll be what it'll be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate to say it that way.
Yeah, I mean, we can pray for him, and we can, send our love and hope for the best, and pray that however long the Lord gives him on this earth, he spends it comfortably and with people around him that love him.
I hope he has a lot of good quality time with his family.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want.
Absolutely. Well, Deanna, we're gonna get to tonight's card.
Let's go.
And it's jam-packed. So I'm gonna play the preview, and then we'll talk about all the matches and start some early predictions on the other side, and then I'll shout some folks out before the show starts. So here we go. All right, folks, that was the preview for this week, and here's the card. And this is a pretty darn good go-home show card. So we see that the Hardys will open the show. The TNA World Champion Mike Santana and Nick Nemeth, his challenger at Slammiversary, will have a World Title Summit. Not a contract signing. Not a discussion, a summit. That's different. Moose will address the crowd. Cedric Alexander, Frankie Kazarian, and Mr. Elegance as Randy points out, is a heck of a combination of a trio. Not really a trio that you normally see, but against the team of Leon, Slater, Fabian, Aichner, and KC Navarro. Then we have Ash by Elegance versus Mara Sade, AJ Francis versus the always dangerous TBA, and Zaya Brookside going up against Harley Hudson. So predictions. Deanna, which match are you looking forward to the most?
The Hardys.
Okay,
Because
just their being on the show.
Just them being on the show. AJ Francis, he has started to win me over. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But I have a feeling he's going to end up with a guitar to the head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
And probably a boot to the behind. You know what would be really
If we're
funny,
lucky.
though? Seeing a horse drag his big behind off.
Oh, I can't wait. It's got to happen. I'm not sure. I think pretty much just everything. I want to see how they play it out. Moose, I know he's going to come out and take over that crowd. That's what Moose does best, outside of kicking a butt.
Yeah, AJ, I mean, I've always, well, not always, but I'll say the last year and a half or so, I've really been high on AJ because I feel like he's improved so much as a wrestler over the last couple years. And I mean, he's always had the ability to talk, but as a wrestler, the quality of the matches that he can put together now is just great. So, I mean, he has the persona, he has the ability to talk. He's just missing a title at this point, in my opinion.
I think he's finally got the picture together. Like, he finally understands it. Something clicked, and it's like, it's his time.
Yeah.
Put him in for something. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe not the world title just yet, but...
Same. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with him the rest of this year and going forward. The Cedric Alexander, Frankie, and Mr. Elegance team, that just has disaster written all over it.
That has beautiful disaster written all over it.
Right. I mean, that's just going to be a beautiful train wreck if there's a such thing. But yeah, it's just crazy, that team. But I'm looking forward to it because that's going to set up a lot for that Ultimate X, which we will do some predictions later on. Okay. Joe's going to try to join us this evening. So,
Awesome.
So I'll keep you all posted. But before we get started with the show, which is about to come on in about 2 minutes, let me shout some folks out. We've got Derek, Clown, Deanna was in the chat early.
Yep.
Let's see who else we got here. Dylan McClure. What's up, Dylan? Melonhead. What's up, Melonhead? Anthony Slate, member of the channel. Chris Gregg. Brandon Sandman. Always struggle with that. Bonus baby. Randy. Jason Peace. What's up, Jason? It's been a while. Good to see you. Mr. Stormy. Hassan, what's up? Melissa. Let's see. Clay Lewis joining us from Facebook. Brian McGrath. Saying don't touch anything. I have not touched anything with my sound. at all again, so I will not. Barry Monkey joining us from Twitch. Hello, Barry Monkey. Got a good crowd. Katie, hello. All right. So, in the last minute before the show, it wouldn't be an insider stream if we didn't ask you about food, right? So,
Gotta know what everybody's eating.
so what did you have to eat? Please let me know in the chat, and we will shout it out as we get going with tonight's stream. We are getting a recap right now of last week and everything leading up to last week. TNA is way too loud in my other earphones. See, I have earphones to hear the stream, but then I also have earphones to hear TNA, so we don't get copyright strikes, you know.
Of course.
Can't have those. But yeah, we're getting a recap of last week, folks, and over the last couple weeks. Chili dogs for Derek. Far too hot to eat anything much in the UK at the moment, so I had a cheese sandwich. Okay. Gotcha. Had a Mexican hamburger for dinner, basically a hamburger patty in a smothered burrito. Wow. That sounds good, Randy. Sounds real good. Bourbon marinated steak, slow cooked with rice. Wow. Clown, where's my plate? Deanna, what did you have for dinner? Or at any point during the day?
I had dirty rice.
Dirty rice. Oh, it's been so long since I've had dirty rice. Where'd you get it from? Don't say Bojangles.
No, I made it myself.
Okay, there you go.
I have not had Bojangles in 6 years.
Okay. It's been about that long for me too. I haven't had it since the last time I was in South Carolina, which has been far too long. But yeah, it's I haven't had dirty rice in forever.
Our friend Barry Monkey said it's too hot to eat, so he had a cheese sandwich.
Yep. Mr. Stormy here is saying I had baked fish and scalloped potatoes. Melissa had hamburger and fries from Applebee's. Randy said the TNA theme song is a banger. I agree. That's a good theme. It's a good thing.
Get you started.
Yeah. Brandon had a burger and chicken fries. I'm assuming. I can't see the emojis well, but broken Matt Hardy, and
yes.
Let's see who else we get with the Hardys out here. Do we get anyone else? But hey, you know, the Righteous wanted these guys, right? This is who they wanted.
They wanted him broken.
They wanted Brother Nero. They wanted broken Matt Hardy. They got it. Bonkers is in the house. Croquette and pizza. What's up? Katie saying might have a cheeseburger and 2 sides potato salad and macaroni salad. That sounds good. Sounds real good. All right, the Hardys out there. The crowd is loving it. And they are in that ladder match at Slammiversary this weekend against the Righteous and the Champs, the System. Deanna, without giving your prediction right now, do you think that we get new champions on Sunday in the tag match? You don't have to give who you think wins if you do think we're getting new champions. But do you think we get new champions on Sunday?
It is a high possibility we get new champions.
And I'm not sure that it's the same team that everyone is thinking.
Probably not.
I think with a lot of the recent changes and bad PR, honestly, I think TNA is going to look to do some crazy stuff on Sunday. I can see things like really changing up because it does feel like a changing of the guard. It does feel like TNA is moving in a different direction now. Whatever direction that is, whether it's good or bad, give them till the end of the year. Let's see how things go. I mean, let's be honest though. Many of us, I'll say, some of us old school TNA fans, we've been here since the times were not so great, and
Nope.
we've been here through the good and the bad. And it's been a lot of good lately. And I think sometimes to get to that spot where it's really humming and running on all cylinders, you sometimes have to go through those growing pains. And I think that's the point that they're at. And I think it's a difference between them being kind of the third company or trying to compete for that second spot. If they want to compete, they got to do some things differently, I believe. So
TNA has always been the underdog. Like, you
yes,
want them
always.
to do better. We know they can. They've got the talent. It's just how they book it, how they use it.
Oh, wow. What can we expect? Jeff saying he'll never be the same after that Wicked Garden match. They've been rebroken by fate. Matt saying that they're going to win back their TNA World Tag Team titles. And of course, they're being interrupted by the Righteous. Of course. Yeah.
Gotta snap.
There you go. Melissa's saying so much wrestling this Sunday. Love it. Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling on this weekend. So
If
there
you
should
can't
be
find
something for everyone
watch
to
on
enjoy.
Sunday, I don't know how to help you.
Right? Vincent saying at least you're telling the truth. He said they gave the world every version of the Hardys. And I don't know about this outfit, this headpiece that Vincent has on top of his hood, and it's interesting. It's interesting look here for sure. As long as Dutch doesn't start doing the thing, I'll be okay.
He's got to do the thing, Jeff. He has to.
I'm good. I saw it once already, and once was enough. Once was one time too many.
Well, all they need to do is get some contortionist females, and we'll cover both of you.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
If I spoke that into existence, I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Listen, that part doesn't bother me. It's just I just need Dutch to keep his tongue in his head. That's all. Oh, here come the tag champs, Brian Myers, Bear Bronson. Now we've got all three teams that will be a part of this ladder match on Sunday down at the ring. You know how this is going to turn out, right? Deanna, what's the favorite word on this channel?
Shenanigans.
There you go, shenanigans. Barry Monkey saying, please, not every version of the Hardys. Never.
You don't want baby Hardy's back?
Yeah, so I heard, Deanna, thank you for talking while I was trying to figure out my audio. But yeah, I love soccer, especially during the World Cup. I really get into it and love to see all the countries get into it. But I'm really impressed by the USA this year. I think tonight's going to be a much tougher test, though. But I am hopeful for what they can do going forward. But we'll see. It's always an exciting tournament. At least one team's going to come out of nowhere.
Well, we need to get you up and make you dance like the Dutch do. We can do the left-right shuffle.
Nah, no dancing over here. Bear Bronson saying the system will eat you alive. He is so good, Brandy, as a heel. He is really, really good. No matter what, USA is playing Bosnia in the round of 32. Brian Myers just called him woken, broken Matt. What are you going to do about that? Now we're getting the shenanigans. Everybody's fighting. Ray Walt says the deletion begins now. Just as long as you make Dutch keep his tongue in his head, I'm all right. I'm saying same old two-step. Dance time, says Melissa. Clown, as long as it's not James Ellsworth, I'm happy.
Is there 90 days up already?
Derek, I can't show off, man. I can't show off. I gotta remain even keel. Wow. What is Jeff about to do? Jeff has a ladder. This looks like he's about to set it up and dive on a bunch of people in the corner or somewhere. Let's see. This is how we're going to start the night. Here we go. Buckle up, folks. He's climbing that ladder. Everybody else is fighting on the outside of the ring. Here's Jeff Hardy. And everybody scatters. Everybody scatters. Hey, KJ, how are you? When is the New Day 90 days over? That's a great question. Do you know, Deanna?
I can't remember if it was June or if it was July. And
I believe it's July.
Gacy said something about 626 or 6 something, and I can't remember what it was.
I thought it was 724.
Maybe that's it.
Well, someone please help us out and let us know. Please let us know in the chat. They're going over tonight's card. We already did that. So, again, I'm going to ask, what match or moment are you looking forward to the rest of the night? Folks in chat, please let us know. Up next, though, Ash by Elegance against Mara Sade. So that will be a fun match. We're going to commercial break, but I am going to ask. I haven't done this yet, so might be helpful if we did this. Please drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. I promise you we don't have tech issues every week. Just this week. No, I'm playing. We have them more often than that, but we don't have them often. So, but please, if you like what you hear and see, otherwise, please hit that subscribe button, join us, and become a part of the family. We do this every week, and except last, because sick kiddos, we got to take care of the kiddos. So yeah. All right. Hey, this match is a chance to go and make a cup of tea. Oh boy. Barry Monkey says, I'm out on this one. Okay. Barry Monkey, not a fan.
Every show has a potty break match.
Hey.
This is Barry's.
Yeah, I mean, some people, everybody has their own version of a potty break match or potty break segment, or, you know, just certain things like, okay, I don't need to see that. Like for me, anytime I see thumbtacks coming out, I'm like, I'm good. This is a time where I can just go and, you know, go get a new drink or get some more snacks or do anything other than look at the TV right now.
Right.
Because forget all that. All right, this is you know how we ask weird questions on Thursdays. Well, here's a weird one. What is your least favorite match stipulation? Least favorite match stipulation.
For me, I'd have to say it's the no contact before the match.
Okay.
Because I think you take away so many things that could or could not happen.
Right. I think in that situation, if they made the stakes feel a little bit higher, it would matter a little bit more. Like if it was legitimately, you don't have any contact. If you do, you go to jail, and you get them in jail. You know, like you can have fun with it, but yeah. Okay. Gacy has been saying 626 has been leaving. Okay, so tomorrow, yeah.
Clown, that's what I thought he had been saying.
Now, Clown, do they have a show? Does GCW have a show this weekend? I'm assuming they do, since he's saying 626. But I have been out of the loop.
Everybody has a show.
You said what now?
I said I think most companies are having shows this weekend.
This weekend, yeah. Judy Bagwell on a pole match. It's Derek. Yeah, nobody wants that match still. No disrespect. I don't really know. Like for me, there's just some match types I just don't like. Like I'm just not a fan of. Like I don't like barbed wire matches.
Texas death matches have become overrated.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff, the shock value has been lost because we've seen it so much now. Yeah. And it doesn't feel as special. We have Daria Ray and Order 4. Oh, wow. The Great Hands are a part of the tag team match now at Slammiversary. That's a bit of breaking news there. Great. Wow. So the system might actually have an opportunity to walk out with some more gold on Sunday. The personal concierge, down to the dismay of the crowd, because nobody's cheering for this dude.
Mm-mm.
Punjabi prison, says Randy. First Blood, I hate, says. Okay. Okay. All right, so
Hi,
I gotta be on the
Tazzy.
lookout for that. She's not a mark. You don't think she's a mark? You don't think Ash is a mark, Mr. Personal Concierge there? Well, I call it a street fight when it's not in the street. You know what? I feel like that's a fair criticism, Bonkers. Tazzy is in the house saying the plan was to join tonight, but of course couldn't move into the new place till this Saturday. I hope I can be there for Sunday, but you know how getting Wi-Fi in a new place goes. Yes, it can be slow. Tazzy, just join us when you can, man. Andy Hartwell is at ringside at the commentary desk. What's a popular? Here's the hot take part of it. What's a popular match stipulation or match type that people love that you secretly hate? Randy saying I love me some indie. Mara Sade. Derek saying War Games. Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know what match type they need to bring back?
What?
Scaffold matches.
Oh, heck no.
Oh, come on. This generation would kill it.
No.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
Listen, I've seen legs snap, okay? Mm-mm.
I'm surprised
Nah.
a certain company hasn't done that already.
Yeah, that's true. Tazzy, you know what, Tazzy? I'm just going to go ahead and play this for you, Derek, and a bunch of y'all in the chat. So here you go. There you go. Clown saying, Hell in a Cell after Mankind, it will never be the same. I feel like there's nothing more that you can do to make that. Ash is losing her craft right now. She's saying, I've had enough. This bullying has to stop. What is she talking about? She says she needs another mental health break now. She wants M to come in and take her place. What's up, Dwayne? 8 or more, man. I got you. It's just Barry. That kind of match gets very, very. It's too much chaos. Too much chaos. Tazzy, I ain't fooling with you, man. Ash saying she's out of there. She can't do it. I guess M is going to take her place. Randy said, if I was Mara, I would just blindside her. I think that's going to be what happens here. Who? Elena Black now coming down to the ring. Oh man, so basically most of the Knockouts division is near the ring right now, Deanna.
Yep.
So, who's next up in your opinion in the knockouts division? So after this weekend, we'll have Zaya Brookside and we'll have Lei Ying Lee. But who's up next? Who do you think the next kind of tier of challengers are?
Indy and Mara.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think Mara Sade is really proving herself to be. I mean, I think she can be champ for sure, but I think that Indy's undeniable. I
Yeah.
think in the fact that she hasn't had the title up to this point yet in TNA, I'm kind of like, all right, what are we doing here? So, but yeah, I think I agree with that list.
They could be holding off with Indy so that
Mhm.
when she does get the belt, it's that moment. It's the big of a moment that you need it to be.
Yeah. Now, who's someone, and everybody in chat, I want you to throw your answers out there too. Who's someone that you believe is kind of that underdog, someone that's flying under the radar in the knockouts division that you think could sneak into the title picture at some point?
Well, you could almost put Mara there too.
Yeah.
She's right on that teeter-totter edge of it.
Mm-hmm. Randy saying Elena Black. Right now, M by Elegance controlling the match against Mara Sade. So this is definitely not the scheduled match, but as they always say, card subject to change. So the card has changed, and it is now M by Elegance going up against Mara Sade. Katie is picking Mara Sade. Elena Black still standing at the top of the ramp. Roll up here for Mara. Ooh, 2 count there. M by Elegance. Okay. Or Elena Black. Oh, so Elena's making her way down the ramp now. Crossbody. And wow, so Heather got distracted. Heather distracted the ref. Did not count there. And Indy saved Mara, came in and kind of stopped Heather. And then Elena went after Indy. But Mara Sade is in complete control right now. Matthew, this was not what I expected. M wasn't even able to be in her wrestling gear. We have a DQ. Mara Sade is going to win by disqualification. Elena Black got involved, interfering. And now we are getting chaos in the ring. Heather is on Indy's back. M with a huge clothesline, I think, to Indy. I just caught the last part of it. I just saw her going down. Oh, throwing her into the turnbuckles there. Wow. Oh, Rosemary and Allie coming down to help their friend Mara Sade. And yeah, that's going to be another match. Allie and Rosemary going up against M and Heather by Elegance for those knockouts tag titles this Sunday. We will go over predictions in a bit, but yeah, that's going to be a fun match. Oh man. Him is like doing the Eric Young talking about his upcoming match with Ricky Sosa. Dwayne, I have put the winners scrolling across the bottom, but Mara Sade won the first match via disqualification. There is no match going on right now. That match just ended. All right, let's see. Eric Young talking about the price you have to pay to be in a position like his. It's lonely at the top, basically. Sean Rousset is in the house. I would want Allie and Rosemary to get some shine. At least one of them to win TNA Women's title. I know they're going for the tag. Yeah, I would too. I would love to see Rosemary at least get one or two more Knockouts title runs. What do you think about that, Deanna?
Rosemary deserves it. She has been steady with the company. She has worked her butt off. I think she would make an awesome champion again.
I do too.
Because they could, as twisted as Rosemary is, put her against Elena Black. House of Horrors kind of match.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I would love to see Rosemary as champ, but eventually, wouldn't it be interesting if those two had to face each other?
Ooh. That would almost have to be like a death match again.
Right. Here we go. Let's see. No, Derek. Not that. No.
Horses? I got it, Derek. We'll get you a little pony match. Miniature horses, you can ride them around.
You get all the sound effects. Mila Moore is someone I've heard criticism of, but I think is a good wrestler, and I'd like to see her given a chance. Okay, yeah. So I guess that's the other question too. Who are some? I know we're kind of predicting who will be up next, but who are some of the folks that you'd like to see given that opportunity, that don't necessarily get that opportunity? Someone like Mila Moore or Harley Hudson.
Harley would be fun. Because not expected.
Yeah, Amazing Red is back. He'll be a part of the Ultimate X match. Cannot wait. So if you're watching on TNA Plus like right now, like I am, you'll see that they're reliving the Knockouts Ultimate X match at Hard to Kill.
I agree, Clown.
Yeah. I remember Zaya Brookside in this match. Giselle Shaw. Someone else that I would like to see get an opportunity, Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz versus Mara Sade for the title. Sign me up.
Mm-hmm. And here's a question that I have for all the internet sleuths, for you all that are good at detective work and research. Is everything okay with Jody Threat? I feel like we haven't seen her in a while.
I almost forgot she's still with the company.
Yeah. Let me look and see if that's still the case. Yes, she's still on the roster. So is Kylan King.
Oh, wow. That's a name I forgot about.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you the knockouts aren't as prevalent as they used to be.
Right. They need to do a little bit more.
I agree.
And by a little bit, I mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Heather. They are showing the preview for Lockdown. Conrad in the house. What's up, Conrad? As we say
Conrad.
every week, you guys should go subscribe to Everything Pro Wrestling and go support Conrad. Top 5 all-time managers from any company. Okay, all-time managers in no particular order, because that's no particular order. That's tough. Don't make me do that. I'm gonna go Heyman. I'm gonna go Heenan. I'm gonna go. I mean, Sherry Martel.
Yep.
Maybe. I'm thinking. I mean, you could almost put Paul in there twice.
Well, he was Paul E. Dangerously.
That's what I mean. There's just so many.
Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart, yeah. I was
Miss
holding
Elizabeth.
out space. Manny Lemons going up against AJ Francis. Not a joke. Manny Lemons. Manny Lemons going up against AJ Francis tonight. Cornette is up there too. Absolutely.
Have to give the devil his respect.
Huh?
Have to give the devil his respect on that.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the question.
Go ahead.
Do you consider Eric Bischoff a manager?
No.
I saw a couple people arguing about it. Saying that they thought he was, and I'm like, well, oh, you know who else we forgot? We didn't even mention the $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
Where Teddy Long, Slick. That's just off the top of my head, but Manny Lemons is about to be put
Make
in the
lemonade?
juicer. Yeah. Yeah, AJ's about to take Manny Lemons and make lemonade.
Paul Ellering?
Mm-hmm. J.J. Dillon.
Oh, yes. Cannot forget him.
AJ walking on the top rope. Yeah, Paul Ellering. Mr. Fuji is another good one. Paul Bearer. That's a good one.
Got to throw a baby doll in there, too.
Yep. Genius. Eric Bischoff is not a manager. His booker, now Eazy-E. Eric Bischoff from his NWO days, maybe that persona. That's what people were talking about. They were saying that that run of his career, he was more manager than anything else. His NWO days. So that was the argument. Yeah, how about Vicky Guerrero? Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness, yeah. She was annoying, but effective. That's what she was supposed to do. Elijah with the video with the message to AJ Francis. Yeah, Brian, Sherry Martell all day, every day. One of my favorites. Lanny Poffo. Yeah. I could do Precious one better. I love Sunshine. Okay. There you go. What about Personal Concierge? Not serious, says Barry Monkey. Elijah said he's gonna get back everything that AJ has taken from him. He is burning up that cease and desist letter that he received. Oh man. I think both of these guys have the potential to have some gold. I just don't know which title. I mean, maybe the international title to start with. But do you think that digital media championship is missing right now? I mean, do you feel the gap that it left, Deanna?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you got talent like this that could have the digital media championship that could propel them into the X and the world heavyweight.
I know we talked about Harley Hudson a little bit earlier. She has her match against Zaya Brookside next, I believe. Randy saying I can dig this. Randy, I don't know. And to be honest with you, the people that think they know don't really know either. And I'm saying that as respectfully as possible. A lot of people say they have sources, and a lot of people say they know things, and they don't. But I don't know his status. I don't normally keep up with the contract, so I don't know when his deal is up. But it's possible. It's very possible. I hope that's not the case, but it's very possible. Wish Lana would come back and manage someone in WWE. I just don't know how she didn't cause FCC violations every single week. Bucky, sure.
It could be.
I see a few people say things online, but I try to. Yeah, I do too. Like, I try my best. I mean, I don't subscribe to any of those. I try not to listen to them. I mean, it's no disrespect, but I just, like, I don't know. I just have a different viewpoint of all of that. That's all. But I mean, it's like the saying goes too. A dead clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, but the grass is not always greener on the other side.
Very true. Very true. Oh, Ace Austin. I miss this dude. Case in point, given your previous statement about grass and other places and not being as green. You get it. Alan Angels.
I miss him.
Me too. Okay. Bill Alfonso. I'm trying to think of some others that folks don't.
Prince Nana.
Yeah, I mean, you can't forget Nana.
I can't swerve when I drive without him.
All right, here's the question. Even though his family is basically, I don't know, Don Callis?
Yes.
Rico. What do we think of Rico? Well, Heather, feel like that's okay to feel that way. I
Sometimes
take
you gotta
long
take
breaks
breaks.
too. Yeah, it's very true. He gets his people on TV. All 75 of them. He gets them all on TV. But no, I get that. And sometimes I will just take a little bit of a break, and it's very helpful for me to be able to take breaks from time to time, because, and I don't necessarily take breaks because of the wrestling or because of the company. I take breaks because the fans piss me off. Just being honest. Like all the social media stuff, I'm like, okay, I get it. Everything sucks. The sky is falling. I get it. So, but
The
that's
world
just
is
me.
going to end because my champion isn't champion.
Right. The person I like the most, isn't getting enough TV time in my eyes or enough whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, at this point, Don Callis is gonna have to buy one of those 15 passenger vans, buy a couple of them, or one of those little mini buses. Yeah, being honest, I mostly keep up with TNA, like in terms of watching it live and sticking with something weekly is TNA. Other shows is like, okay, I'll watch it this week, but I don't have to necessarily watch it live because I can skip through stuff I don't want to see. Um, so yeah, that's just the way I've been approaching it. But that's sometimes good. Wow, Harley Hudson doing push-ups on Zaya Brookside while she has her down in the middle of the ring there. Kind of disrespectful. I mean, the crowd loved it, but it was a little disrespectful. Yeah, I'm sick of the ICW. Y'all, the only wrestling community I want to be. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, we try to keep it positive. We try to. It's hard sometimes because I mean the truth is the truth, and I mean it is what it is. So I mean people can feel how they want to feel about it. I mean I know people get upset at me sometimes because of stuff that I call out, but I call it out for everybody. So um it is what it is. So I'll be the first to tell you I love TNA, but I don't understand what the heck they're doing right now. Um I also have never been a president or an executive of a multi-billion-dollar or $1 million corporation. So my level of expertise is not in that area. So
I'll be right back, Jeff.
as long as they're not doing something that I'm just completely against morally or ethically, it's entertainment. But yeah, it's been hard as a fan. Became immersed in wrestling over the past year and a half. I've been watching it every night religiously. Okay, every night. Okay. Seriously, I've completely fallen off the wagon. I'm ashamed to say I can't believe I've watched it for over 4 years and now it's gotten away from me. That happens sometimes though. That happens sometimes, Heather. It just does. And that's okay. That's okay. I think just being patient with yourself and not trying to make yourself watch it out of obligation, but make yourself eventually miss it. Like, man, I hadn't seen this in a while. Maybe if I this has been a really good match between Harley Hudson and Zaya Brookside. Honestly, it's gone a lot longer than I thought, and it's been a lot more competitive than I thought. And that's the beauty of it, Randy. Beauty of wrestling or finding entertainment that you enjoy is that you can escape sometimes from difficult situations. So
Randy, these last 3 years have been really difficult for me between losing both my parents and me getting sick. Wrestling has been the constant for me in this community, but yeah, it's gotten me through everything. Good, bad, and ugly. I still watch it.
Barry Monkey said, spent about 15 years not watching wrestling. Was only the COVID lockdown that got me back into it. What was the first show that you watched during COVID, Barry? The first wrestling show that you watched after about 15 years. What was the first show you watched? Dark Side DDT 1, 2, 3, Zaya Brookside. With the win heading into Sunday. She's got a little bit of momentum.
Hopefully that pans out for her.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, so Zaya has Harley and is trying to do some more damage. About to be game time. It was TNA because it was free on TV in the UK at the time. Gotcha. Laying Lee walking down to the ring. Zaya gets out of dodge. Left wrestling in 2009 due to loss of interest in college, but the Fiend brought me back. Yes. Yeah. Same. I mean, how are fans supposed to watch Night of Champions, Slammiversary, Forbidden Door this weekend? And is there some NXT thing too? Even Alpha One, Ethan Page? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wrestling, and I think I'm not mad that there are a ton of options this weekend. I think people can pick and choose. I think it's kind of like a buffet. You got to treat it like a buffet at this point. Like, you got a lot of options out there. You got to pace yourself and, oh, I might like a little bit of this or a little bit of that, and maybe it doesn't make sense on most days, but today it's going to make sense for me here because this is what I feel like watching today as a fan. So I mean, it's it is a lot, And if you're the type of wrestling fan that likes to watch everything, then yeah, it's like, how do I keep up with all of it? But don't try to pressure yourself to have 17 screens watching everything.
Well, Jeff, none of us are James Chadwick.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I mean, none of us have the setup that James has. He's legendary, so we can't have that. And that's the other thing too. Money right now is definitely not. It's tough right now financially for a lot of folks. We're getting the World Title Summit up next. So we're not going to end the show with that. So we will see what happens with this summit. Deanna, early predictions for the World Title Summit. What do you think happens?
We're going to have to hear "my brother" at least 4 times.
At least. And I just want to slap that dude.
Me too. Which means he's doing a damn good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so expensive to be a fan now because you have to have subscriptions to like 17 different streaming platforms and all of that. But again, it's just picking and choosing and just doing the best you can, trying to follow it on socials. I mean, there have been times where I just said, I'm not spending this month on wrestling. I'm just not.
Well, that's the one good thing about social media is that, okay, maybe I'm not watching this show, but somebody's doing a watch along. So I can catch that. And then you can go back and catch the highs and the lows of whatever show was on. Mm-hmm. So there's always a way to catch up with it, even if you can't watch it per se live.
Yeah. It's it's so, there's such great things about social media, and that is one of them, because you can follow along. But yeah, Barry's saying, I know I won't be watching Slammiversary. I'll be watching the WWE stuff as it's on Netflix here. I can afford that. Completely understand. That, I mean, we threw down over 400 this week to get my car fixed, new front tires mount. Yeah, I mean, everyday life stuff matters a lot more. And it just seems like so many of these promotions don't take into account that not everybody has disposable income. It's just like, okay, whatever, I don't need that $100 or that $300 or whatever. Not everybody lives that way or can live that way for various reasons. 1-0 US already? That was fast. That was really fast.
Heather, that's why you're here with the insiders. We'll keep you up to date on everything.
That's right. This is a team that when their 90 days are up, I want to see them back in TNA, and that's the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, I almost went to Detroit just to watch their music.
Yeah. Yeah, personally, I'd have kept Slammiversary in July. Yeah, I would have too. I mean, I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think
I'll say this, and this is probably not really a hot take, but it's just it is tough right now for everyone financially, unless you're just independently wealthy or you're doing really well for yourself. And if that's the case, God bless you. Happy for you. But a lot of people aren't in that position. So um, you gotta make decisions, and I get it. I definitely get it. All right. Carlos Silva, Gia Miller in the back at a conference table here. I don't know if summit is what I would have called this, but but, Carlos saying you got to remain professional. Nick saying Mike has done it all this year. Melissa saying this won't end well. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Nick is talking about that experience that he's had, and he's kind of calling Mike a flash in the pan, so to speak, which I don't think Mike is going to take too kindly to that.
Nope.
He said, a good year, huh? That's all you see. He said he's been fighting his entire life. Randy said, wow, there's still another hour. That's crazy. I haven't looked at the time till now. Yeah. They packed a lot into that first hour.
That's what I like about TNA. They slam a lot at you. But nothing's out of place. It all makes sense.
Right. He said, Mike said he's spent his entire life fighting for moments like this. Well, Heather, when we tried to, we got strikes, even though we didn't show any video content. So at that point, I made the decision I won't do it. And I have seen a decrease of channels doing watch-alongs for sure. Yeah.
I've seen people midstream with no
Yep.
audio get dinged down.
Yep. That's how it was with us. It's like I tried. Oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, I was gonna say I know there are folks that are out there that do them. He said, why you going doing all these dumb tours in Australia? He said he's been grinding. Nick said there's a reason that he's gone sometimes. He says being an international superstar is different. He says there's levels to this thing. He said one day you might be able to steal a show from me, but you sure as hell haven't done it yet. Yeah, that's the kind of crap. Never mind. I'm not going to respond to that comment, clown. I will keep my thoughts and opinions to myself. So, yeah. Randy. Yeah. I'm gonna hush. 1-1. That was quick too. Are we gonna get some Carlos is telling them to relax? Might ask cash or check and just punch Nick Nemeth right in his jaw. Up, Ryan. Ooh, Nick Nemeth put Mike Santana's dome off that belt. The brothers did some damage there. Mike Santana is in a little bit of trouble heading into this weekend. All right, folks, we're at another commercial break. So I'm trying to wait to see if Joe's going to be able to join us or not. If he hasn't joined us by 10:30, Deanna, we're just gonna start doing predictions.
Okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'm exhausted.
I bet.
And yeah, I've been up early and late just about every night, and I am exhausted. All right, can I just say about that segment, I really do wish Carlos would sawed off. Yeah, we don't need Carlos. We don't need to see him. I completely agree. We do not need to see him. Now, Matthew, is that a confirmed story from Tessa, or is that what Sean Ross Sapp or somebody like that said? Just curious.
Jeff Tessa released a video about that.
Okay. I was going to say, because if somebody else said it, I'm less inclined to believe it. But a lot of people are not going to like what I have to say about this. But if I work, I'll just put it like this. When I work for a healthcare company, I couldn't then be a consultant for another healthcare company. That would violate the agreement that I signed with my full-time job. Now, should wrestlers be able to go off and do whatever? If they negotiate that in their contract, why not? If they negotiate that as a part of their deal, why not? And if they feel like they need to walk because they can't do that, that's their prerogative. But I think there can be two sides to it. And I think I can understand where the wrestler's coming from, but I can also understand where the company comes from. Because I would hate to be paying you to be my TNA whatever champion. You go somewhere to another promotion in front of 300 people, and we got to worry about TV and pay-per-views and everything else. And you show up at another event, and God forbid you get injured. Just saying. So, but I get it. I get how things end up, and I know where a lot of that comes from too, and that is fine. Like, you start to see through the motives and the narratives and see what people are really trying to do. But I will say I get it. No, Carlos is on screen too much. Like, every title match, he's sitting there ringside to present the title to whoever wins it. I don't need him to do that. Just give the title to the referee. Let the referee hand the title to the champion, and we don't need to see him. He just needs to be behind the scenes at this point. Just my opinion. What do you think about that, Deanna?
I think if it was a pay-per-view or one of the big pay-per-views, yeah, be there for your big matches.
Right.
But otherwise, why do you have a manager on screen?
Right.
Why do you have a general manager or a head of authority, or however you want to put it?
You got two of them.
Yes, I can't forget my guy Santino Moretta.
That's right. I mean, you got two of them, so I mean, you don't need to have two GMs. I mean, that's like on Raw or SmackDown. You have Nick Aldis, and you've got Adam Pearce, and then Triple H. How often do you actually see Triple H?
Big pay-per-views only.
If you're only paying per appearance and then stop them from making money, well, here's the thing: don't sign a per appearance deal. Like I just, again, you can't get mad at a company for wanting to protect their champions and not have them be able to go to another, just because they can't go to a match and have a match outside of the place that all the fans want to see as a fantasy matchup. But when it comes to the promotion that they get paid the most, or they're a champion, then it's it is what it is. Like I said, I get where a lot of it comes from. So, but yeah. The writing is on the wall. So Nemeth took out Santana. Wow, yeah. He really did. Moose is making his way out to the ring. I don't know. When we do Between the Ropes on Monday, I have something that I've been waiting to say for a while, and that'll kind of address my feelings on the whole, the thing of being able to go here, there, and everywhere. And I mean, I get it, but I'll address that and my thoughts about it on Monday. So yeah, I don't want to derail tonight. JDC in the background. Oh, we're going to do that type of match, huh? We're going Moose told him, just like your wife, payback's a B. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Eddie's not gonna take too kindly to that.
Where's the lie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Matthew, that's right. But no, I mean, listen, to each his own. I just think sometimes the last thing I'll say about tonight is this. I think sometimes as fans, we have one way of looking at it, and what, he's making an appearance tonight. I actually show up.
He
Oh,
did it for you, Heather.
but I just think sometimes as fans, we don't see, like, we have one perspective, and I guess that's probably why I'm not a great fan, is because I don't see things some ways that other folks do. I see it more of the business side of it, and maybe that gets me in trouble, maybe that makes me whatever, but or maybe it's just because I've been in the business even at a small level, but I know some things and have seen some things, and it's not always A to B to C and going in a straight line. And I mean, wrestling is an interesting place, we'll say. So
You mean it's not all rainbows and unicorn farts and sunshine and flowers and roses and everything?
not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'll talk more about that on Monday too. Because yeah, it's just not. I'm sure Fightful or somebody will spoil it tomorrow, Heather, right before the show. Like an hour or Saturday, Sunday. They'll do that either sometime Saturday or Sunday right before the show. That's how it always happens. Somebody ends up. Never mind. Talk about it. Come back on Monday. You will hear my TED Talk. Got a lot to say.
So in other words, come back because Jeff's got a lot of grievances.
Yeah, a lot built up over a while. Like, I'm all for, like, feel however you want to feel. That's fine. Like, we all have opinions. I'm cool with that. But I know enough to know that I don't know everything, and I don't have all the answers. None of us do. So I think sometimes where we don't give grace, we should give a little bit more. And in some cases where we give too much grace, we should give a little bit less. It's out of whack sometimes. So, yeah. Got to pay for the spoilers and then make it so you can avoid them. It's the aggregate. Well, I don't give a crap. They shouldn't be putting the crap out there in the first place. I don't care. Like that to me is one of the biggest reasons why wrestling doesn't feel as fun anymore, is because I can look out there at any point in time, and regardless of who gets it or where the original source is, normally one of those sites or whatever, and that's fine. But I mean, like, my thing is, if you're gonna do it across the board. And if you're not gonna do it across the board and you're gonna have handshake deals with people to not do it for them, I would say maybe offer other people the same opportunity. That's all I'm gonna say. And I've probably said too much, but I would just say, just don't release information. But, you know, who am I? I'm just me. Eddie saying at Slammiversary, this ends once and for all.
Take him down, Moose. Take him down.
Somebody's going to have to throw in the towel for the person that cannot continue on Sunday. So we shall see what happens. Moose going up against Eddie Edwards on Sunday at Slammiversary. Person don't look for spoilers. If I'm looking forward to something, I avoid. Oh, I do. And they still, for whatever reason, like it. There's been at least, let's see. And this is one of the reasons why I've blocked, like I'm not joking. I've blocked all of those sites on my social media. And the reason why I did is because every week without fail, it's this person's going to show up on Impact or TNA, or this person's going to do this. And it's like, okay, I get it. But like, I mean, can we not wait? Can we not wait to do that? I don't want to see it. You know, maybe time it up to release it right before that person debuts. Release it as the person I mean, just something. But
Or as the show starts.
yeah. The only thing worse than putting Mr. Elegance in the Ultimate X match is giving Alicia Edwards a microphone, says Barry Monkey.
That brings up a good question. Who is worse, Alicia or Vicky Guerrero?
Ooh. Eric Young going up against Ricky Sosa. Ultimate X, you're gonna have Fabian, Aichner, Mr. Elegance, all the folks in this match that's coming up next. That's who you're gonna see in the Ultimate X match on Sunday. So some people are just addicted to social media interaction. Yeah, and I don't know. I think a lot of people are addicted to being spoiled on stuff too. They don't want to wait for it. They just don't want to wait for it. And I mean, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of these places do stuff for clicks and views and to get attention and money, but you know, to each his own. That's why their platforms are much larger, and hey, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna rage bait people. I'm not gonna, you know, feed into all the negativity and be like, yeah, I hate these people because yeah, they suck, and everybody on the social media says to. Nah. F all that. I do things a little bit differently, and maybe that's why things are the way that they are.
I got a question.
Yes.
You can save only one.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky Guerrero, Alicia, or my brother. Who are you saving?
All right. Here's the thing that you need to realize. If you're telling me that we need to save one and he's anywhere near, he can go ahead and count himself out because he's done for. So then it becomes whose voice is less annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't know. Barry Monkey says, "Can I choose deafness?" You know, I feel like if you have a good clap back for Vicky, she might she might not do as much on the microphone as Alicia, but I could be very wrong. I mean, she's had some good snapbacks and clapbacks herself over the years. James he wasn't feeling good, wasn't feeling well again the last time I talked to him. He's still on the mend. But yeah, he hasn't been feeling well. So, and it's like I told him, I just want him to, I just want him to be well. So whenever he comes back, we will welcome him with open arms whenever that is. So miss you, James. As always, Vicky was insufferable though, says Randy.
I'm loving the answers.
Who's your answer for that?
I'm saving Lish.
Okay.
My brother's got to go.
Yeah, Ryan Nemeth is done for. Like, don't even. If you even look at me and ask me, like, who are you? Like, you think he's got no?
Lish can
Sorry,
wrestle. Yeah, I know he can wrestle, but he's not as good.
no.
Vicky, you could
Cedric
almost keep her around
Alexander
for
making
comedy.
his way down to the ring, the X Division champ. Record taker is the shirt. Ooh. 2-1 turkey.
Barry, Liv can't sing very well. Auto-tune is her friend. I said it. I said what I said.
Fabian Aichner, who I think fits very well in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, that interesting. With Liv was terrible. What was that girl thinking?
I think she watched too many Britney Spears videos. Oops, she did it again.
Yeah, Amazing Red will be in the Ultimate X match, and so will this man, Leon Slater, making his way down to the ring. All right. You don't have to give your prediction for the match yet. Just new champ or retain. Do we get a new champ in Ultimate X, or the said retain?
New champ. Although I could see Cedric retaining. He's crafty.
Very. Very. And you gotta think, as long as you have the system on your side,
you got a chance. So Randy says, I kind of think Kaz takes it. Okay. Well, you know what, Randy? Save that for when we do predictions, because we are going to do those shortly. We're going to start them actually after this match. We'll start them. So Leon and Frankie in the ring first. You know, these two are going to move at a fast pace. Already a tag into Fabian Aichner. Hope to the eyes. As much as I enjoy Cedric, I would still rather have a new. Okay. Now let me ask you this, Heather, and everybody in chat. And there's a reason why I'm asking this, because I legitimately thought about this right before we came on live. But what if somehow, some way, Mr. Elegance walks out as X Division champion? How, on a scale from 1 to nuclear, how pissed off would you be if Mr. Elegance won the X Division championship? Because it would be hilarious to me. If somehow, some way you get Leon and Cedric up on the Ultimate X ropes battling back and forth, they knock down the title and it just falls in his hands. Like, how pissed off would you be? Honestly. I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be DEFCON 3. Scorched Earth says clown. Nuclear says Brandon. What about you?
DEFCON 3.
Yeah.
It's anything can happen.
Matthew says he is still undefeated, I think. Would not be an upset if he wins. It wouldn't be an upset record-wise, but there would be a lot of upset fans, Matthew. Maybe not an upset on paper, but people will be pissed if that happened. Oh no, I would be through the roof. That would completely insult my intelligence and really question the new TNA booking. I mean, it all depends. It all depends on what the end result is. I think as wrestling fans, a lot of us have been through enough bad booking to where it's like, okay, is it really good? I mean, think about the most poorly booked storyline that you followed. And I mean, just think, like, is it possible? Not that I want it to happen, because trust me, I don't, but I just think it would be hilarious if they did it that way, because whoever your face champion is could then just absolutely destroy him and not even make it close and be like, you know, you just skated by. You've had help. We got your number now. And then he just goes on a crazy losing streak. I would love it, but I don't want to see that. Yeah, Deputy Dewey won the title and then Vince Russo. Very true. I think it would be good for his character development, but he would get so much heat. Yes. People would hate him. Yeah, I mean, people would hate him. Deputy, yeah. Leon Slater mocking Mr. Elegance was hilarious. Yes. That Mr. Elegance kid literally makes my skin crawl. You rate the whole Elegance brand gimmick for me. So let me ask you guys this. Was that growing on you? The Elegance brand stuff before he came along? Or no? Was it still not hitting for you? Deanna's like, nah, that wasn't my cup of tea. So what was it about that storyline that you didn't like? And Heather, my question is, was it something that you enjoyed before he joined the group?
Not a fan of the Elegance, period.
Any of them?
Everyone but the leader. I respect her as a performer. I respect her as an athlete.
Yeah.
But I think I just don't get it.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not supposed to.
I definitely think it's for a certain age demographic or whatever demographic that I'm just not in. I mean, I understand what they're going for,
I
but
do too.
my goodness, yeah, I will say it got a lot better than it was, because at one point it was like, okay, but yeah, I like the addition of M.
I do too. That I can deal with.
Yeah, because that they're already sneaky, but then you add some height and size to the group. I mean, it makes you kind of a difficult group to handle, especially in the knockouts division, where you don't have a lot of factions normally. So it sets you apart from everyone else, gives you a built-in advantage. It was, for me, at least some of it was funny, but that reveal of Mr. Elegance was the worst. The kid is low rent knockoff of Ravishing Rick Rude, and he ain't it. T-Move perfect, Mr. Perfect, says Randy. Oh my goodness, Mr. Elegance reminds me of the narcissist Lex Luger or the model Rick Martel. I think even that's giving him some.
That's giving him too much credit.
Well, I don't want to say that. I'm just saying I think, yeah, some people, yeah, he wrestled at Fourth Rope. I think that because of the gimmick, people are putting him in a box. And I don't think people can truly see what he's capable of, because he was introduced to us as this kind of, model type dude. And maybe when we get to see something else, the feelings are a little bit different. Maybe when he shows some different range, that'll be different for folks. But I think he's like the perfectly weaselly, just lucky heel that you just always want to see him get beat, but he never does, because he always finds a way to weasel his way out.
Maybe when he's had 6 months away and washed some of the stink off, maybe then, yeah.
Heather said, well, the grease
gotta
of
go away
abs
to
and
miss him.
everything else makes me violently ill. That's not good.
Oh, I'm all about a good set of abs. Give me a 6-pack, an 8-pack. I'll watch it all day long. Not here.
The champ and the former champ. Amazing Red will be back on Sunday. Didn't know people were against abs. I'm against them because I can't get them, darn it. That's why I'm against them. No, I'm just playing. Not against them. It's
Are yours in the witness protection program?
You said what now?
I said, are your abs in the witness protection program?
Yeah. They witnessed all the protection that I was putting around them all over the years. So that's the witness protection program there, yeah.
Hey, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. We need it.
Yes,
we appreciate it.
Please do it.
So then you can come back and join us every week.
Yes. And speaking of that, we got a jam-packed schedule this week. And this is what we have coming up. So come join us on Sunday. Heather liked my my remix of that. All right. So that's what we've got coming up, folks. So come join us Sunday. We'll be back for Slammiversary. So come join us for that. Countdown starts at 3 p.m. So we're going to be starting right as the countdown starts. So I'm not starting any earlier than that. I apologize, but I'm going to spend a little bit of the day with my kids. So yes, we will start at 3 on the dot. Aichner's trying to get that tag from Leon. He does. Aichner's cleaning house. I could see him coming out of Sunday as X Division champ, honestly. Fabian Aichner.
Mm-hmm. Would be a good mix-up.
Yeah.
Because nobody would expect him.
Right. Yeah, they're only this age for so long, and I want to make memories and do things. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little bullish about my time and the time with them. Aren't overlapping each other. Yeah. To Heather's point, I mean, it's hard to watch everything. There's so much on this weekend. It's just hard to keep up with everything. Cedric delivers a kick to Aichner. KC Navarro was slammed down by Mr. Elegance and Frankie. Frankie with the cover here, 1-2, and a save by Leon. Now Mr. Elegance throws Leon over the top rope. And for those of you old enough to remember, that used to be a disqualification.
Yep.
Oh, backstabber by Frankie. 1-2, 2 count on KC Navarro. KC's trying his best to find some type of energy, some type of something to get him back in this match. Only in WCW. Yeah. 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 Ooh, what a kick by Leon to Mr. Elegance. I know a lot of people are probably happy about that one. Given our last conversation, anyway. Leon trying to line Frankie up, but Frankie lined him up with that cutter. Destroyer on Frankie. Frankie's just on the top of his head right now, just there. Finally knocked him over when Cedric got KC. Now the action is just moving fast and furious in there. Wow. That, I will say though, that move from Mr. Elegance is pretty nice. Wow, Frankie Kazarian picks up the pin on Leon Slater. So score one for the bad guys in this one. What do you think about that victory?
Not surprised. Kaz is crafty that way. He'll pick the bones.
And technically, Mr. Elegance is still undefeated. I say that streak ends on Sunday. Yeah, that was a cool finish. I like the way they did that at the end. They made it chaotic. I really like that. A lot of fun. All right, so I guess we can go to some predictions. Have you seen the second trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day? No, I have not. We're getting medical updates on Mike Santana coming up next, so we'll see what we get here. But let's, Deanna, let's predict a couple matches while we have a chance to. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right, so I'm just going to put the card up here on the screen, and we're going to go from bottom to top.
Okay.
Eddie Edwards versus Moose. Who you got?
Moose.
You got Moose. In the chat, let us know who you got. Eric Young, Ricky Sosa.
Sosa.
Bang Bang Sosa says Deanna. And so far, everyone agrees with your Moose pick. Well, Barry Monkey says Eddie Edwards. We've got an EY from Heather, a Sosa from Randy and Dylan and Katie and Brandon. Matthew says EY. Barry says Sosa.
I could see it
All
being
right.
Eric, but I'm hoping not.
Yeah. TNA International Championship match. Mustafa Ali versus TBA. So the prediction here, two predictions here. Who is the TBA going to be, and do we get a new champ?
I'm going to go with Ali until the actual TBA shows up, and then I'll make my final choice.
Okay. Now, who do you think the TBA can be? Throw me out like 3 names of who you'd like it to be from the free agent market, all of those.
Oh, God, I don't even know. Dexter would be cool.
That would be, yeah, Sam Shaw would be really cool.
Yes, I forgot. Got to go by that name. Karrion Kross. I'm just going to throw that out there. Bo Dallas.
Now, let me ask you this. If it's Bo Dallas,
Yes.
what type of gimmick does he have?
I think he needs to be a little Blackjack Mulligan and a little bit of Bray.
Okay.
Best of both worlds.
Cross is signed to MLW, not a free agent, I think. Cardona says Andrew Chase, Apollo Crews.
I can dream.
Okay. Sam Shaw. Agreed. I have a feeling to be Sam Shaw. All right. Up next, TNA World Tag Team Championship ladder match. Brian Myers and Bear Bronson defending against the Hardys, the Righteous, and we also found out tonight that the Great Hands are added to this match. So who wins this match?
The Hardys are the masters, man. God, I hate to put it. But I'm going to go with the Righteous.
Okay. Righteous for the win. Let us know. Righteous, Randy says, it's either now or never for them. Righteous says Clown. Righteous says Katie. Brian Myers and Bear Bronson retaining. Righteous says Melissa. Righteous says Dylan. Nick Nemeth making his way down to the ring right now. We'll do a couple of these other matches though. I'd like to see the Righteous once again, just to see the world burn. Yeah, the Righteous, the Hardys. All right, X Division Championship Ultimate X match. This one's gonna be wild. This is Cedric Alexander, Leon Slater, Frankie Kazarian, Amazing Red, who's making a return to TNA, Casey Navarro, Mr. Elegance, and Fabian Aichner.
Casey Navarro.
KC, I like it.
I'm going out on a wild one.
I like that. I really like that. Kaz for the win, says Randy. Kaz, yes, says Matt. I know Matt is a big Kaz fan. Fabian says Barry Monkey.
I'm not saying he'd have to hold it for long, but just, get that under his belt and then lose it to Kaz if he has to.
Right. Nick Nemeth says he's out there to share a little bit of breaking news, and then we'll go over. Due to a disgusting incident backstage, Mike Santana, I don't think he's going to make it to Slammiversary. He's never coming back to the wrestling business. He says, let's do what's right. Let's crown Nick Nemeth the TNA World Champion. Now we're going to do this right. Carlos, I know you love me. Calling Carlos down there. Oh, well, his brother just got tossed out there, so he looked like he just got his behind whipped. Mike Santana bloody and all, beating the absolute crap out of Ryan Nemeth. What a way to close. Throwing Ryan down the ramp.
That's a statement.
Security and Carlos Silva and a bunch of others trying to get between Nemeth and Santana, trying to break up this fight before we get to Sunday. They're trying to say, listen, let's save it for Sunday, guys. But nah, it's on now. Santana's bloodied. Daria Ray and Santino are out there trying to keep both of them back. Anytime in history of the world, I would be jumping up and down for this, but this angle disturbs me. We'll see where they land it for me. That's what I want to see, is where they land it. And then I'll form an opinion on how I feel the whole thing has went. But Mike trying to make his way back down. He has made his way into the ring. Mike Santana really wants some of Nick Nemeth right now. He does not want to wait.
And Nick Nemeth hasn't even offered a hand to his brother yet.
Of course not.
I mean, you know how it is. All right, let's get these last two matches in, and then we'll get everybody's score for tonight. And we'll ask everybody at the end of the predictions what your most anticipated match for Slammiversary is. But the last two matches we've got the Knockouts World Championship match. Lei Ying Lee defending against her former friend, Zaya Brookside. Who you got?
Zaya.
You think it's time?
Yeah.
Now,
It's
does
Slammiversary.
this set
Let's
up
do it.
for Zaya against Indy?
Yep.
Okay. Got you. All right. Let's see. Who else let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat. Zaya Brookside and Nick Nemeth for Barry. He just ran through that security. Yeah, he did. Lei Ying Lee. Lei says Randy. Zaya says Katie. This one's pretty split. Lei Ying Lee. I got Lei Ying Lee, even though it's probably Zaya's time. And it's over. Yes, that's right. Zaya Brookside says Sean. Matthew is picking Lei Ying Lee. All right. So the main event, we just saw how we ended. We got the summit early. We got that attack from the Nemeth brothers on Santana, and Nick was coming out there to do a bit of a victory lap and be like, hey, this thing's already over. I won. Santana's not going to be able to wrestle me on Sunday. And not only is Santana going to wrestle him, but his little brother got his butt whooped. So who wins the TNA World Championship match? Is it Mike Santana, or does Nick Nemeth successfully cash in the Call Your Shot gauntlet?
I'm going to go with Santana, with the caveat that my brother is going to cost his brother for not helping him out tonight.
So you think Ryan is going to have a little bit of selective assistance going on?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I think he's going to try and help him, and it's going to backfire.
Yeah. Like I said, any other time I would say Santana has it on lock, but now I don't know. Says Heather. Nick has no love for baby brother, says Melissa. Absolutely right. Santana says Katie. Santana likely, says Brandon. Santana wins clean, says Randy. Nemeth to win. Okay. So you think you think Santana wins, he can overcome the odds. Baby brother's gonna get his baby brother butt whooped, and you think he's gonna spin the block and be done with it. Okay.
Because then we could do a program, brother versus brother.
Very, very well could. Very well could. Yeah. Bonkers picking Nick Nemeth to win. So the last question that I have for a Slammiversary for all of you is, what match are you looking forward to the most? Which one is like, okay, I'm happy I get to see the rest of them, but this is the one that I'm showing up for on Sunday. Which match is that for you, Deanna?
X Division.
Okay, yeah. It's hard to go against the Ultimate X match, right?
Yeah. It's
And
always
if you're a
entertaining.
fan, if you've never seen one and you're brand new to TNA, buckle up. Be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to the ladder match, to be honest, because I want to see Bear Bronson dive off the top of a ladder onto Dutch.
Ooh.
My
My ribs
I
are
don't know.
thinking of that.
All right, so Heather with a great question here. If Santana wins, who is the challenger down the road? I wanted Leon to cash in the X division when he had it. Who?
Does that mean opening up the Kaz gate again?
I don't see. I wouldn't go back to that. And I'll tell you why. I would run back Santana and I would run back Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
That's the next program that I would do if Santana wins. Now it all depends on how you do the international title. You could have Mustafa Ali lose and have Order 4 turn on him and have Order 4 select a new leader. That's one option. But I would love to see Ali in that spot. He's flown off a scissor lift in GCW ladders. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be I mean, it's gonna be crazy. So I just want to see it. Just want to see it. What if TVA is Agent Zero? I had that thought, Randy. What if it is? What if it is Agent Zero? That would be fantastic.
Hit the Law and Order sound for that one.
Yep. I'd like to see Elijah, or AJ Francis feud with Santana. Now, here's what I would say, and I miss Macklin too, because he would be perfect right in this.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I would say about AJ. I don't mind the AJ thing right now. And the reason I say that, I feel like what they could build up to could be a street fight. And I don't know how many of you remember this, but a few weeks ago, remember when Casey Navarro and AJ had that, I mean, just absolutely fantastic street fight? He could do something similar with Santana, I believe, and they could do something really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I would love to see Ali in that spot first. Not necessarily saying that he has to win it, but wouldn't it be interesting if he did?
I just wanted to raise his stock a little bit more.
Yeah, same. Heather and M versus Rosemary and Allie. I'm looking forward to seeing. So let's talk about that one. Who do we get? The tag champs retaining, the knockout tag champs retaining, or do we get new champs?
New champs.
New champs. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's probably time. I mean, I feel Santana's king of TNA, so I don't think he'll be dethroned, but they will put on some great content. Clown says if they could have kept Mance Warner versus Santana would have fed. Man, that would have been that would have been amazing. Dylan saying Rosemary and Allie street fight with many thumbtacks. Really, Barry? Really? That's how
I want a kitchen sink. If you're listening, TNA, get me a kitchen sink.
Right? Tazzy asked for that a while ago. And PCO liked the comment back when PCO was there. I thought we were going to get PCO having a kitchen sink at one point, but maybe not.
I think if we could have, we would have.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so got a lot coming up this weekend in terms of wrestling. We will be here on Sunday for Slammiversary, barbed wire and thumbtacks right up your alley, Jeff. Yeah, that's my time to take a bathroom break is what that is. That's all that is. That just lets me know I need to take a break. So here's our schedule. We'll be here on Sunday for a Slammiversary 3 p.m. That's when the countdown show starts, so we will start right with it. We'll be back on Monday for Between the Ropes. New day, new time. But a lot of the same segments and things that you used to in Between the Ropes. The quick count will be on Wednesday. We'll just go over some news and rumors, that kind of thing. Just a quick little show, probably 30 to 40 minutes. And then TNA Wrestling will be back next Thursday to talk about the fallout from Slammiversary. So, Deanna.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about your first watch along, first stream?
I like it.
All right, good.
I mean, I hope everybody else liked it as much as I did. So
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't have the audio issues in the beginning, it would have been better. But yeah. So, before we get out of here though, and we got people already doing it, so good. They know the drill. But scoring tonight's show, what would you give tonight's show? 1 out of 10.
a
1 to 10.
9.5, because the psychology, to quote Kazzy, was on point.
Mm-hmm.
Nice progression, makes me happy for Slammiversary. I can't wait to watch.
Now, what was your score again?
9.5.
9.5. Okay. 9 out of 10 for Dylan, 9 out of 10 for Barry, 9 out of 10 for Chris, 9 out of 10 for the chat. Says Heather, great job. The plan won't disturb me. Goal 2-2. US tied it back up, so good for them. I will be watching that after we get done. Bonkers says an 8. I'm probably going to go home. Great send home show, 10 out of 10 for Randy. I'm probably gonna go I want to see how they land the plane on Sunday. So I thought tonight was really good. I'm probably going to give it like an 8.75. The reason why it's a little bit lower for me is because I feel like the Moose moment was kind of, there was a lot going on with that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of moving parts. I thought that it was a little clunky leading up to the last like 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah.
But that happens when you get trios matches anyway. When you get 6-man tag matches, it's kind of, there's just a lot of people in the ring. Yeah. I love seeing the broken Hardys. I mean, I'm loving that. So yeah, but I'm going to say 8.75. I thought it was a good show. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I do think that if you start a short list and you're looking for individuals that you can put on your short list for potential title contention
Mm-hmm.
in the Knockouts division, I believe Mara Sade is someone you got to put on the list. Just saying.
She's at the top of mine.
Yep. She's up there. So, all right, folks. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. Before you go, though, please like the video, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. Please hit that subscribe button if you don't mind, and join us for future content, which our future content you see here. We got a busy week coming up. Sunday, 3 p.m., which is a weird time for a watch along, but hey, we're here for a good time. So Between the Ropes Monday, Quick Count Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll be right back here for our TNA Wrestling watch along. So all right, folks. Deanna, thank you so much for joining me this week. I greatly appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate all of you in chat for keeping the conversation going, for having some good discussions tonight, but also, and this is the most important, also agreeing and disagreeing respectfully and without resorting to name calling and just being difficult. So thank you all for doing that. And we just know that we appreciate that. So hopefully we will see you all on Sunday or at some point during the week next week, during one of our many busy days. But come join us next week if you can't join us on Sunday. And if for whatever reason you can't afford the pay-per-view or whatever the case may be on Sunday, just come hang out with us anyway. We'll try to do the best we can with play-by-play. So, all right, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night, great rest of your weekend. Hopefully you enjoy some wrestling this weekend because there's a lot of it. And if you can't find some that you like this weekend, that's not a wrestling problem. And I'll just leave it there. So thank you all so much. Again, we greatly appreciate you, and we will see you all soon. So come join us on Sunday for Slammiversary. Take care, everyone.